This is a meme I found on Google, and it compared 1965 to 2015. And there's a colored person holding up a sign that says "Give us American rights." Like he's fighting for rights for black people. And the white culture, they have a sign that says "Go home, Negro." And in 2015, it's the same picture, but the signs say two different things. The black person has a sign that says Black Lives Matter, and the white culture people has a sign that says All Lives Matter. And the picture is basically saying they're two different worlds, but the signs have the same meaning. The meme shows two organizations formed: Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter. Both movements affect us all daily. We hear about them in the news and on social media, but not everything about the movements are discussed. I am clearly a person of color, and I look deeply into both sides of the movement. I also use the Black Lives Matter hashtag. I have discovered that there are many pros and cons to both the Black Lives Matter movement and All Lives Matter movement. A pro to the Black Lives Matter movement is the fact that it brings attention and awareness to police brutality and racism in the police force. However, let me address some of the misconceptions of the Black Lives Matter movement. First, when people say Black Lives Matter, they are not saying only Black Lives Matter. They're just focusing on the issue of inequality in the justice system and the frequent events that prevent black people from being protected equally under the law. People in this movement believe that blacks are portrayed as horrible criminals in the media, while whites are portrayed as, well, the white culture is portrayed as innocent. Blacks are stuck with horrible stereotypes that determine how people view them, including cops. A con about the Black Lives Matter movement is people believe that it's just junk, and they argue that it diverts attention away from other serious problems and that the movement is run on false information. They justify the killing of black men, saying that the police had legitimate reasons to kill them. They blame men for their own deaths, saying that they shouldn't have broken the law. Those against the movement believe that the black men are fighting back and not following the officers' commands. The people against the Black Lives Matter movement accuse the people who are for it of saying that only Black Lives Matter. They believe the movement is saying that black lives are more important, arguing that no certain race is the master race. The Black Lives Matter movement, or BLM, argues that people against the movement are just justifying the killings of young black men and women, showing that we really don't matter. They justify the killings of black people by saying, what about black on black crime, or black people kill more black people than cops kill black people. They are saying that black people need to get their communities together before trying to make a change in the police force. Many believe the All Lives Matter movement was created in retaliation to the Black Lives Matter movement, but it also comes with some good and some bad. A pro to the All Lives Matter movement is the fact that it argues for a good cause. They represent all races. These people argue that they believe in that all lives matter, and that no race is a superior race. People claim the purpose of this movement is to keep races desegregated. The All Lives Matter movement is moving to address the fact that everyone's lives matter, no matter the race. A con for the All Lives Matter movement is that people claim it has no real argument. They say it was just created in retaliation to the Black Lives Matter movement. The All Lives Matter movement was created to contradict and make the Black Lives Matter movement look bad. People claim it provides a false sense of closure and hope. The All Lives Matter movement would not have been created if the Black Lives Matter movement wasn't created, according to Trey Melvin, if any of you know who that is. Many people believe that if the Black Lives Matter movement were to die off, the All Lives Matter would die off just as fast. I have a few pictures. This picture is in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. It says, let's be clear, we said Black Lives Matter. We never said only Black Lives Matter. That was the media, not us. In truth, we know that all lives matter. We've supported your lives throughout history. Now we need your help with Black Lives Matter, for Black lives are in danger. The picture again. And here's another picture. I don't know if any of you heard, some people who support the Black Lives Matter movement say people who support the All Lives Matter movement sound like the type of people that would run through a breast cancer walk saying, "What about all cancers?" This is just another example of that. It says, "Enough about 9/11 already. Hashtag all tragedies matter." See how dumb you sound when you say all lives matter? This is a picture that supports the All Lives Matter movement. It says, "What if I told you all lives matter isn't just about human lives, but life itself? Like everything that's living." This is another picture. This picture is a picture of a black man holding up a picket sign that says, "All lives didn't matter until black people started loving themselves." And on the other side is another picture, and it says, "All lives matter." Why? Because no matter race, gender, religion, we are all humans. Nobody should be killed unjustly. Humans live, human lives matter. Nobody is better than anyone. Now, I would like to open up to discussion. First question. Do you believe in the Black Lives Matter movement or the All Lives Matter movement? If so, why? Anybody? Kayla, why don't you answer?
I support the Black Lives Matter movement because it's not going against the rest of lives. It's just saying that we matter too. It's just bringing the police brutality to attention.
Anybody else in the station?
Yesterday during Black History Month, I made a poem about Black Lives Matter, and basically what it said was like, we're trying to fight for equal rights, not power over other races, which is what some people try to determine Black Lives Matter is. So we just basically want to be equal. We want to be heard equally, not heard above or both heard below.
I'd say that I'm for the Black Lives Matter movement because, like, their race and culture as a whole, they've been through a lot, and there's always been some sort of discrimination against them, and they're trying to come out of that and say, look what we've been through, with slavery and all, and now the police brutality. So they're trying to say you guys aren't treating us equally. And with the All Lives Matter movement, it sounds like it's just saying, everyone matters, everyone's already equal, but that's not actually the case.
There's another question. Do you believe both movements are essential in creating equality, meaning they are needed to make sure everybody are equal? Everybody is equal. Shatia.
Well, I think the Black Lives Matter is because they had a reasoning behind doing it, but the All Lives Matter is just for white folks or Caucasian people, whichever one you talk about. And they just had a reasoning to make the black people look lower and whatnot. So they weren't making equality. They were making people look inferior as a group.
Khalil.
I think All Lives Matter. I think they're both needed because when we talk about All Lives Matter, we're not just talking about white people. We're talking about Mexicans and Hispanics who face discrimination, and even Russians and Muslims who face discrimination. So I can understand how All Lives Matter can branch everything into that besides just white people.
Thank everybody for their responses. In conclusion, there is a lot to know about both the Black Lives Matter movement and the All Lives Matter movement. Although these movements have good intentions, they do have some bad impressions. People say the All Lives Matter movement was just created in retaliation to the Black Lives Matter movement. Many believe the Black Lives Matter movement is based on false information and that it's just a bunch of irrelevant junk. However, the Black Lives Matter movement is not junk. It brings awareness to police brutality. Both movements support the same overall concept, that all lives matter. There is no superior race and everyone is equal, is what the All Lives Matter movement is saying. The Black Lives Matter movement is saying that all lives will matter when Black lives matter. Black people are not treated the same under the law as other races. In conclusion, I have a quote by Lyndon B. Johnson. It reads, "Until justice is blind to color, until education is unaware of race, until opportunity is unconcerned with the color of men's skin, emancipation will be a proclamation, but not a fact."